Well, you can hear the roar as Arsenal and Sparta Prague take to the side, Stuart. I think the fans will play something of a part this evening. They almost come into the match with the anticipation that they're almost there. They're almost in the Champions League draw proper. Well, the home fans are in full voice for the start of this one. Arsenal 2 goals to the goods already after Cesc Fabregas and Alexander Kleb put them almost, dare we say it, beyond touching distance.
Got to remember, it's the same situation last year, and Dinamo Zagreb scored the first goal, and it made everything a little bit hairy for a while.
And that a match, of course, that saw Almunia in goal. He has got Champions League experience and 9 Champions League appearances in recent seasons. He's in goal once again in the absence of Jens Lehmann as Arsenal get us underway. Early touch for Diaby. It's on by Toure. A feature of Arsenal's play early on at the weekend was the desire to get the ball forward early. Whipped in by Van Persie. Knocked away by Abraham. Still plenty of options for Arsenal. Towards Van Persie, who had a free header.
Arsenal had 3v2 in the box. Van Persie couldn't get his header on target.
Real roar of anticipation every time Theo Walcott gets the ball. Van Persie, Kadlitz did just enough. Walcott in space. Theo Walcott, good delivery, chance for Arsenal! And the game's opening goal from Thomas Rosicky. Barely 7 minutes gone, and Arsenal in front and perhaps up and away.
Look at the run, look where Rosicky is at the moment. Could well be offside to start with, but when the ball comes in, Rosicky makes the run and finishes it brilliantly.
It was Thomas Repka who was last man in the centre of defence for Sparta. He who was claiming offside. The flag wasn't forthcoming, but the goal and the finish was. Gilberto. Rosicky in space. Eduardo. Rosicky continues his run. One of 3 Arsenal players in the box, and one of those was Van Persie. He was drifting away from Van Persie, just beyond his reach on his weaker foot. Diaby is one of those players. Toure is up there as well. Onto the penalty spot. It was a terrific delivery. And Diaby, one of the players almost on hand to capitalise.
Great delivery, this one. Just comes off the defender.
It is Horvat. And it fizzed by. You fancy Almunia had it covered.
Almunia might have just pulled his hands away at the last minute. This is what Horvat's left foot can do. A lot of power in the strike. Yeah, good goalkeeping from Almunia. Arsenal went to sleep. Horvat with a great pass inside Gael Clichy. Just tries to lift it over Almunia. Almunia does well. What a pass that was from Horvat. That combination caused the problems in Prague.
Diaby holds off one man, and a second, and a third. Nutmeg from Van Persie. Can Eduardo hold on to it? He can. Referee says play on. Rosicky has a go.
Eduardo shows good strength there to hold off the defender. Plays it wide. I expected more from Rosicky in this situation. Cuts in field. He has got a good strike with his right foot, but not on that occasion. I actually think, although Arsenal are in control of the game in terms of it's 3-0, I'm not sure how happy they'll be with their first half performance. And some of the players don't really look as though they're really enjoying it at the moment.
They'll enjoy the victory, if not the manner of it, but that Thomas Rosicky goal early in the first half, the difference between the sides after a surging run down the right from Theo Walcott. Comfortable finish in the end for Rosicky, scoring against his former side at the break. That's the difference. It's Arsenal 1, Sparta Prague 0. There's one change at the break, and Marek Kulic, who was yellow carded just before the interval, he has been substituted, replaced by 24-year-old Slovakian Igor Zovcak, number 21, who made an international appearance in defeat against France last midweek for Slovakia. All set then for the second 45. Dosek and Rezek gets us underway. Again, they're looking for the long ball for Dosek. Almost felt it. Abraham and Diaby with the back flick. Van Persie with the second off the move. Well, it was almost circus defending from Sparta. Intercepted by Poswek. Takes the 1-2 from Abraham. Oh, there's a chance here for Sparta's substitute, and Horvat inside the area goes down, claims from the small section of away fans on the far side, but the referee says play on. Hasn't Rebka defended well?
Here's that chance again. Hello, Torre went to ground quite early. Now dives out again. Oh, it's a complete dive. And Horvat.
Eduardo opens up for Diaby, loses his man, surging forward. Well, the crowd were asking for the shot, and in the end Walcott provided them with it, but not quite the sort of attempt they were hoping for.
Diaby went on a great run, then didn't produce the right pass. I just think this is wasteful, you know. Yes, the crowd like people to shoot from that distance.
Van Persie to take. Defending on the edge of the area, floated in, and the defensive header in the end. I think it was Kadlitz who got his mop on it.
It was a great defensive header, because that was whipped in with pace.
Van Persie with a corner kick, slightly longer this time, and Gilberto challenging in the area.
I've said it many times, Gilberto is Arsenal's best header of the ball. When it comes in, it's a good leap, gets up early. Here's Van Persie, took that knock in the first half.
Arsenal double substitution, Robin Van Persie.
And we are going to see Cesc Fabregas as well.
Huge cheer for Adebayor, who started the game at the weekend, now on as a substitute for the remaining 20 or so minutes in place of Robin Van Persie, and Diaby to be replaced by Cesc Fabregas. Just listen to the roar for the Spanish youngster, match winner at the weekend. The influential figure in the midfield. He returns to North London, and Sparta need a miracle. Might open up for them now, but for the timely intervention of Clichy, and Daniel Kohler, the other substitute, ghosted into space. The ball broke to him, and it wouldn't sit kindly. Away by Adebayor. Shot comes in. It was taken first time on the volley by Pospech, and just glanced wide.
The ball came in. Adebayor gets the clearance, doesn't hit it into a good area. Kohler gets it back in. Pospech tries to hit it with the outside of his boot, but here's that chance. Again, Sendros not really dealing with it in the air. It bounces around. Looks like Kohler was going to get it on his left foot.
Gilberto. Fabregas finds Eduardo. Past his man, opens up for Eduardo. Chance for Fabregas! 2-0 to Arsenal. with less than 10 minutes of the match remaining. It was a wonderful move, started by Fabregas, who set up the space for Eduardo, whose contribution was telling, and back-to-back goals in Europe for Cesc Fabregas, who scores again.
Great little jink past the fullback. He plays it one side, runs round the other, change of pace. Now he's got the composure and vision to pick out the right pass. Fabregas, good first touch, and drives it into the bottom corner. Goalkeeper does get a touch.
The Arsenal goal scorer,
Postulka.
Cesc Fabregas.
Just as he did in Prague a fortnight ago, it was a decisive finish from Cesc Fabregas. Danielson, currently 2-0. Can Arsenal make it 3? Adebayor to Danielson. Great delivery! And I think Eduardo gets his goal.
That's great for Eduardo, great for the fans. He made the second goal, that's what he wanted. He's in the right place at the right time. It's a good finish. And look at Arsene Wenger, he's pleased with him. He knows that'll mean a lot. Not that much though.
And essentially it was a goal made in Brazil. Danielson out wide played it into the Brazilian-born, now Croatian international Eduardo, who was at full stretch, who's cleverly angled into the corner.
That's a good finish. Right in the middle of the goal. Getting him where it hurts. But it's a good cross from Danielson. There's space in between the goalkeeper and the centre-halves. I tell you, that shows a lot of athleticism to finish that. It's still controlled, even though he's got his leg up around waist height. And Arsenal will be very pleased going into the group stages. Tougher tests will come though.
Referee calls time on Sparta Prague's Champions League pretensions this season. It's Arsenal who will go into tomorrow's Champions League draw to join the likes of Rangers, Chelsea, Manchester United. And just as they did 2 seasons ago, Arsenal, with a 2-0 away victory in their pocket, come home and win by 3-0 in the home leg, thanks to Thomas Rositzky's first half goal, and then 2 goals in the last 10 minutes from Cesc Fabregas, set up by Eduardo, who in turn got his first goal for Arsenal in competition. And Arsenal running out ready winners. It's onwards and upwards for Arsene Wenger's sides. Here at the Emirates this evening, it finishes Arsenal 3, Sparta Prague 0.